Howdy, howdy, and welcome to another wonderful trash take. If you're in a blue state, get out immediately. If you have common sense or actually value equality and fairness in today's modern society, leave. You are in danger. There is a story right now that's going pretty viral of a jury that acquitted a black man for stabbing another man because after he stabbed that man, the man called him a slur. That's right. That's right. Apparently, the jury thinks this man was a time traveler who knew that he was going to be called a slur, so that justified his stabbing of this man to begin with. This is the issue with Democrats and their modern politics, and it makes sense based on what happened with Charlie Kirk. They literally view words as violence. This guy committed active violence by stabbing an individual, and that individual's defense decided to let a word rip, and now all of a sudden, all the violence has been magically justified. This is what Democrats do. They never care about order of operations. They merely care that, oh, this will eventually happen, so us doing this right now is totally justified. We can be as racist as humanly possible because eventually someone's going to call me the N-word. So if I kill this person now, they can't call me the N-word later, even though there's no logic to that. There's no logic behind it. But a jury, unfortunately, and a trial appears in a blue state is the worst thing humanly possible for democracy. So let's dive into that now. This is the headline that's going live. This is from OregonLive.com. It's a website of a local news organization in Portland, Oregon. So, use of a slur by a wounded man in Portland's Old Town stabbing spurs jury to acquit. That's exactly what it says. A man was wounded and then said the N-word. And because of that, the jury decided that that man stabbing him was justified. An Old Town stabbing case ended in defeat in Monmouth County, where four prosecutors, once jurors learned the wounded man had been videoed uttering a racist slur in the struggle's aftermath. I really wish this was fake, but this is the modern Democrats and their racism on full display. They really think words justify violence. So this guy saying a slur after he has an act of violence committed on him immediately justified that act of violence. He was totally in the right. He should have killed that bigot, in fact. This is the issue with a trial by your peers in a Democrat city. This is the issue. They will almost always acquit when they shouldn't because they themselves are in fact racist. Before his acquittal, Gary Edwards was charged with secondary assault for knifing a stranger on Northwest 5th Avenue near Union Station, Max Stop, blah, blah, blah. Charge carried a measure of 11 sentences of 5 years and 10 months in a state prison. Yet again, Democrats being soft on crime, not stopping some crazed homeless man that stabs a guy for unprovoked, not even after, unprovoked. And then he calls him a slur afterwards, so now he gets acquitted. Crazy. Transit cameras show Edwards, a fixed blade knife, claps at his sides, approaching Howard from behind as he sat on a bench. The video has no sound, but Howard sprung up and pushes Edwards as soon as he sees him. The duo scuffle against the wall for a brief moment, ended with Edwards stabbing Howard in the shoulder. Defense attorney Daniel Small said the most relevant evidence was recorded later, not the actual incident, but afterwards, when security officers heard the wounded man shouting racist slur and captured on their body cam footage as he described the incident. Edwards is black, Howard is white. And this is the modern Democrat. You're allowed to be racist to white people. You're allowed to discriminate against them. Letting a black man go because he stabbed a white man, and then the white man uttered a slur afterwards, totally fine in their book. This is their brain. It's retarded. And unfortunately, they can vote. It's the reason these blue states are so dog shit. It's the reason why ICE is having trouble in these blue sanctuary cities. Because these people have infested these cities with their mind virus, and they don't use their brain anymore. They really don't. All you have to do is maybe utter a slur, and that's totally fine for you to brutally get murdered for it. And in this case, this guy got stabbed without saying anything, and then later called the dude a slur, and that totally justified the violence. It's not even at the point where he said something to get stabbed. He said something after he got stabbed, and in their book, that's okay. And that's the kind of shit that happens in the UK, which is disgusting to see it happening in America, but it's not surprising. There are leftist retards all over the world. They are completely hooked on modern media, which says you're allowed to be racist to white people. And if you are any sort of common sense or point out bias from others, you're in fact racist for pointing that bias out now. This is completely a biased jury. This is crazy to see this man get acquitted. And as far as I know, you can't be charged twice for the same crime. He got acquitted by a trial of his peers. Double jeopardy is a thing. There's no way this man's going to go to jail for stabbing this guy now. Because the jury decided him saying a racial slur in the future justified his past actions of him getting stabbed. What other than racism could explain why Mr. Howard's perceived hatred, animosity, and aggression from a complete stranger? This dude walking up with a knife toward a guy, and apparently they're saying that he must have been racist from the get-go. Not saying that he said something racist, but he must have just been racist. And this guy could perceive his racism, which is why he stabbed him on sight. Democrats are the dumbest people in society. The defendant is not scared for his life. He didn't retreat. He sauntered up and he sauntered away after he stabbed someone. The defendant created the situation. I'm sorry, what? The jury was not... Is this the prosecutor that said this? Yeah, it's the prosecutor. Okay, so they're saying this guy right here created the situation. He did. He walked up to someone with a knife in his hand. Then he used that knife to stab a guy. Yeah. And only in a Democrat city does this man allowed to go free. It's the issue of why we have homeless people lighting people on fire every day now. We had an illegal alien that opened fire and killed like 2 people the other day. We have a legal alien that lit someone on fire in New York City. We have a citizen that lights someone on fire in New York City. We have a lady stabbed in the throat on public transportation in North Carolina. We have another lady that's brutally murdered in her own college dorm in North Carolina. Democrat City. Democrat City. Democrat City. It's the commonality here. Because Democrats literally believe that them being soft on crime is the right thing to do. Until someone dies. And then they think, maybe we shouldn't give him a life sentence or give him the death penalty. Maybe we should just put him in prison for 5 years. That's a good plea. That's a good deal. Or if you're in Minnesota, you get to absolutely rape a 15-year-old, rape 2 other women, then get no jail time and do it again a year later. Happened for a Somalian. You have time and time again showing Democrats given power and given positions of authority is the worst possible outcome for society because they literally are retarded. Some of their policies are nice. Some sound really good. Some sound beneficial to society. The people saying it are too stupid to actually do it correctly, though. That's what this boils down to. That's why Trump, him being a populist, is crazy because he's able to do to reduce costs of medical drugs in America. Something Democrats like Bernie Sanders have been screaming about for years. Trump does it. And is the news covering that? No. They still say Trump's the worst Nazi dictator fascist known to mankind. There's a lot of good ideas that Democrats do say. There are. There's good ideas from everyone. They won't acknowledge, though, that their people getting in positions of power is ruining society. It's making it more dangerous and worse for everyone else. Empathy on the guilty is punishment for the innocent. That's all this is. Letting this crazed homeless man go because the body cam footage showed the white guy saying the N-word after he got stabbed just gonna make this guy be like, damn, I could do this again. I didn't go to jail for stabbing someone. All I gotta do is say he called me the N-word. That's what the dude on that's what the crazed homeless man on the subway did after she stabbed the white lady. I got that white bitch. And then he tried to use the defense of she called me the N-word. Democrats have set up a system where minorities can take complete, absolute advantage over it. All they have to do is cry, bat their eyes, and say, I was discriminated against. And Democrats come out, hand over fist, bending over backwards, letting them do whatever they want. And it's disgusting to see. Democrats are now the party of racism in America. And I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to fix this. I don't know how you even remove this problem to begin with. Trial by peers is supposed to be the ultimate way to ensure justice is justice. And in fact, justice is not justice on this day. If you're in a blue state, get out immediately. You are in danger. You are in danger. The moment you try to defend yourself, you're going to go to jail for life. The moment anything happens to you, if it's a minority and they say you said a slur, my God, they're going to get order the death penalty on you now. That's the crazy thing happening here. You have illegal aliens that are killing people. You have illegal aliens that are robbing people. You have illegal aliens that are assaulting people. They can't even get deported without army of protesters showing up demanding their release. Democrats don't use any logic in today's modern society anywhere. Democrats are the party of violence and crime now in America. That's all this boils down to. Time and time again, they're soft on criminals or they're protecting criminals from being deported even. It doesn't matter what type of crime, they're there in full defense. And it just reminds me of the Reddit meme of, leave the lady alone! But instead it's them, leave the criminal alone! Because they're fucking stupid and that's how they actually operate. And it's scary to see. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. This is a little bit of a short one, but I think I've ranted enough. This is crazy to know that justice can absolutely fall flat on its face if you have a trial by your peers and your peers are retarded racist leftists in America. You'll just go to jail or the justice won't be served. It's happening time and time again across the United States. It's the reason why people are showing these crimes. Republicans are fine anytime some child molester that's white does any child molestation, of either executing, castration, or jail for life, or all three. But Democrats, immediately it's racist to even point it out. It's racist to find them guilty. It's racist to hold them to a fair standard as everyone else. Society has a lot of retards right now, and I really think the Department of Education getting hammered out of existence need to happen way sooner. Maybe it'll fix itself in the future. I don't know. But you have so many blatant retards that are just racist and retarded. That's all this is. It's racism and retardation combined. It's an agglomeration of all that's wrong in the world, and right now it's taken over the Democrat Party. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. This was wild to me to actually see, and I was like, bro, there's no way they got this right. I'm seeing like 5 or 6 sources all saying the same thing. They caught this guy on body cam footage after him getting stabbed saying the N-word, and the jury decided that's enough evidence to acquit this guy because clearly he must have said something to justify him getting assaulted to begin with. Yeah. Only the Democrats view literal words as violence. It's why Charlie Kirk was assassinated. They viewed his words as violence while he's having a peaceful, open discussion and open debate with anybody. That justified that man's death. It makes complete sense to me. And that's the scary thing. If you are in a Democrat city, get out immediately. It's only a matter of time till you're a victim of their justice, of their democracy, which is just a system that is run by racism now. Yeah. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, later.